Feels Goodman here with a review of the ACS PRO17 custom earplugs. I want to talk about why I bought them, the ordering process and the fitment process, what's inside this container, how to use it, and of course my experience using these earplugs in a live DJing environment. So first, why did I order this? Not every DJ uses earplugs. I mean, you figure if you're using headphones, the headphones block outside sound and all that stuff, but nevertheless, I would get ringing ears because when I would be playing in loud places, I would actually need to turn my headphones up enough to drown out the outside sounds. I mean, the headphones isolation is only so good. At that rate, when I raise the volume, by the end of the gig, you know, my ears kind of are ringing, and at that rate, you know, I don't want to cause permanent damage to my hearing, and no DJ should go down that route. So the other reason is that I noticed Armin van Buuren, when he takes off his headphones, he had earplugs underneath, and I was like, what are those, and why was he using them? At first I didn't know what they were, and I later found out that he was using high fidelity earplugs underneath his headphones, and I suppose that what this does is that it allows him to play with the headphones at a lower volume. In any case, I thought that it would be a good idea to have earplugs just for being in loud environments, and at the same time I could try using them while DJing to see, you know, maybe I could figure out the reason why he used them, and maybe it would be helpful for me as well. So the ordering process is actually two steps. The first step is to go to acscustomusa.com and order your earplugs. They have a lot of different versions. They have some that block out more sound. I guess they go by decibel level. They say like it reduces by minus 20, minus so and so decibels. The ones I got are minus 17, and they say that it's a high fidelity earplug, meaning that you can still hear everything clearly when you have these on. It's just quieter, and I thought that, hey, that's perfect. That means I could possibly use them for DJing because I can hear things clearly, and it'll drown out a lot of outside sounds, so maybe I won't need to turn my headphones up so loud and I can leave the gig without ringing ears. So the first step is to order your earplugs, and the second step is actually to go and get your ears, I guess we could say you get your ears measured, and you'd go to an ear doctor and he would make a mold of the inside of your ear. And using that mold, they would make custom earplugs for you that's perfectly made just specifically to the shape of the inside of your ear. So if you live in California, especially Los Angeles or close enough to Los Angeles, Southern California, you can go to the office that this place is associated with, which is located in Hollywood. That's where I went to see a doctor by the name of John Moreno. And so, you know, you show up and he will start off by sticking a little piece of, I believe it's like cotton or foam, somewhat deep into your ear, which feels kind of weird. Afterwards, he puts silicone into your ear, filling up your whole ear until it's all the way on the outside. So you sit there for 10 minutes and you have this cold silicone in both ears and drowning out a lot of sounds. It actually feels kind of weird. Some people really hate it, some people don't mind. For me, it wasn't too bad, but some people get really freaked out apparently, according to him. And so after it dries, he pulls it out. And it's not just a straight pull, you actually have to twist it out of your ear because of the way your ear canal is shaped. It's not just like a straight hole, it actually kind of twists. So once the silicone is dried, you twist the whole thing out, and then afterwards he sends it back to the ACS Custom, and they make your earplugs for you. Then they send your earplugs to you by mail. You can go to the Hollywood office, or you can apparently go to any place that does like hearing aids, like say like an ear doctor, even one that's not associated with ACS Custom, and have them make a mold of your ear, as long as they can make it to the specs that ACS Custom specifies, which is on their website somewhere. And then they would then make their own mold and send that to ACS, and then they would do the rest from there. So two-step process: ordering, fitment, and then you'll get it in the mail. So let's take a look at what's inside. So it took actually a couple weeks to get this. I ordered it, and then you had to make the appointment, and that took a little while. But I finally got these in, and so here's what's inside. So you open this up, and it comes with first some ear lube, I guess. This is to actually help the earplugs get into your ears if you need it. Normally, apparently, you don't really need it. I didn't need it, but you never know. It's there in case you do. That way you're not like forcing the earplugs into your ears and just giving yourself more discomfort or damaging things or whatever. And then it comes with this cleaner. This is to scrape whatever gunk ends up on your earplugs, whether it be leftover cream or earwax or whatever, so the earwax doesn't dry on your earplugs. And then it comes with some instructions. These just say like how to put the earplugs into your ear. It describes like which direction to twist to insert, which direction to twist to remove, and also some stuff about cleaning. And then finally you have the earplugs, and they come in this little plastic container. So each earplug is marked with a colored dot. So for instance, this one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a red dot. That means it's for the right ear. So very similar to how they color code headphones. Like there's the blue marking for left side, red marking for right side. Same thing for earplugs. This is for the right side. And you can see that if you look at the shape of it, it actually, you can see that it kind of twists. If I do this, this is kind of how it goes into your ear. You put it into your ear and you twist it in. And then once it's in your ear, it's really locked into place. Like you can't take it out by just tugging on it, and it definitely won't fall out by moving around. You have to twist it out, and it'll come out quite easily when you twist it. In the middle here, and I'm not sure if you can see that, is I believe, I'm not sure exactly what they call this little piece in the middle, but let's just call it a filter for the time being. This filter is what controls how much decibels this earplug blocks. So this piece inside here in the middle blocks 17 decibels, or should I say it lowers the sound by 17 decibels. And it actually comes with extras, extra little filter things in case you I suppose it's in case you lose this one while you're washing your earplugs. So you get 2 of those as backups, so you don't need to order them right away. They just give them to you. And then let's see, here is a little bit stuck. Here's the left earplug right here, and you can see the blue dot right there in the middle to signify that this is for the left side. And again, screws into your ear, screws out of your ear, and specifically made for your right ear and left ear. And you can see like kind of that they're different. So custom made specifically to screw into your head. So there's that. And my experience with using them is that surprisingly you can still hear a lot of stuff. It's just quieter, which is exactly what these are supposed to be about. So meaning you can actually have your headphones on top of these and you can still hear a lot of the detail of your music. Maybe not 100%, let's just be realistic. It is something that's in front of your ear, but almost everything. And here's an interesting thing too though. Imagine you have earplugs in and you have your headphones in at the usual volume that you would have them. Well, of course, it's not going to be as loud. But what you can do, if you were to raise the volume of your headphones to where it's loud enough to hear, but still quiet enough to not damage your hearing, you'll hear just enough, but you'll feel a lot more. Meaning that your headphones are louder, so the actual thumping feeling is going into your head, but the sound is not going into your ears as much, if that makes any sense. So that being said, you can almost hear music, but you can also feel the bass kicks, which actually I think makes it easier to beat match. Well, whether or not it makes it easier to beat match, you are going to end up saving your hearing a little bit more, and it'll be a good thing in the long run. And I think it's actually nicer to DJ with these on. DJing with these on and just being in loud environments with these on, it's just a much more pleasurable experience because your ears don't get as tired, and you don't get any ears ringing, and you don't leave the event going like, what, I can't hear you, say that again, or you know, that sort of thing. And one last thing is that you can actually have conversations with these things on. It's clear enough that you can have normal conversations with these people with your earplugs in. Somehow it's possible. I tried it, it works. And yeah, so that's basically it. ACS Custom PRO17 earplugs. If you're a DJ, get them. If you're in loud environments often, get them, try them out, save your ears. They'll be good for the long run. So DJ feels good, man. See you next time. Bye.